Talking Point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as one for tomorrow. One platform for news every day in our country salute. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TTPTV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit. TTPTV.
Yes, Fambule, now welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. Just like any other day, we know they're done with Komon-Tok there. But before even we started Komon-Tok there, we must apologize. We late a little bit more than usual because we expect we guess for be done journey earlier than this, but we missed the time anyway. But anyway, we hope so not going to understand that. Lord just push down the BN, we back. Not so. All right. And why we even call this program? This now a question program and also a gear towards asking for accountability and ask us how the country actually they go. Before 2018, I'm sure plenty of people in the able women's group, girls advocacy groups, but now it seems as if they all don't die or they all don't go probably under the ground or they much as how what it happened. One of the key figure where they suspect or whether they blame now that's the first lady monopolize all of the women's and girls issues in the country where make other organizations not get voice for talk. Now that makes today we can look into those. And we also go analyze some of those funds where them be there, let's say they give Fatima Bio, and we also try to see if these organizations actually they get funds and how they don't become so irrelevant as this current moment. And if the time permits, maybe we go church on Lara Telapias in exposure will lead to actually the more or less for close the doors and for put everything in secrecy, meaning that people don't know actually what they happen or are actually responsible. We see many videos of maybe police brutality against women and girls. We see rape cases there. We see allegation even from Dr. Sandy in Yom Pekin. Step Pekin. We not see any advocacy or that. We not see any women's group where team up say, okay, let me take this case. So these are the issues that were very, very important. A lot of people in the mix. And this now make good governance. Now make a better society. When we get protection, when we get legality, when we get accountability, when we get Sawo officer, we get people who they team up for the people away they say they not get voice, the voiceless. Now that make we there today. And for do this better one, I deal with Dr. Fatima Babi, where now the author of Blah Blah and becoming the first lady. That book will be Nobot, we put her into stardom in terms of where people know more. Again for help we. And also on that book, that Blah Blah, we go borrow and relate her to human trafficking, where plenty, if it's statistically, if I say the women and these young girls are actually then are the larger percentage of the victim. And what in government they do, some of the failures of government, and we will quote from that book there. As you see, we're not get much, but this one, in fact, I doubt if the time will permit me for long use the 1 hour. Anyway, if you just joining for the first time, we want to use this opportunity for welcoming our Talking Point platform with a different side, with a broadcast, with a TPP learn like YouTube, perhaps as I use it for the first time. And now for January, easy, click the subscribe button and turn the notification bell. We also then have Facebook with the name Talking Point platform. Again, kindly like and follow us there with the Instagram with the name Komon-Tok. And we want for use this opportunity for telling us plenty thank you from the bottom of our heart We really appreciate you now. Finally, you don't reach 40K, 40,000. That was yesterday. So now, remarkable achievement, especially the moments here where people are hungry and need raw information, where at least we not get nobody behind. We see no, we say, pull and they not put on, they not talk this thing. I'll get some so they put on. I know how they do things. So the credit goes to each and every one of them. We don't share. The credit goes to each and every one of una. We don't call people there. We don't beg people there. We don't appeal to people there. We really own her. And on top of this, we just want to feel pleased because, that relief for Sister Salon people there really appreciates the work we do and they do for the country. Trust me, this is just the beginning. More go come. Where they come just now.
Just one platform for news every day now we country salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit.
All right, straight to the point is, of course, as soon as they see from the other side of the screen, we deal with Dr. Fatima Babi. We get for Kaipu for Rob Mott, Padem, issues there, Betty one. But before we even get on the mic, we just want to gentle reminder, say, waiting, sharing is caring, and we want for let we consider that. Of course, we know say what they do, just a gentle reminder. Anyway, Doc, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mr. Komon-Tok. I appreciate for there, and thank you to all the viewers. Assalamu alaikum, Munapushe. I hope so everybody they do well, whatever circumstances we're in. We praise God, Alhamdulillah. We thank God for each day where they give we, for let we address the issues the way they affect with people in a salon. So I'm glad for there, and I thank God for say he give me the health for there today. Thank you, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Absolutely. We're so pleased to get you. Anyway, one thing first what I want to do, I want put a short message. This message means a lot for people with wisdom. Why would they do this? For let people not misinterpret. Oh, when they come after the first lady. Oh, when I hate the first lady. Oh, the apologist then, the defender then. If you see on the right hand of if you see on his screen, I'll go take time to read them for you. And this gets a lot of connotation, get a lot of meaning, not only. And this not a new subject, but not a new words, but they die these words. Let me read them for you. It is difficult to get a man to understand something when his salary depends on his not understanding it. You get the point here? And I take it one more time. It is difficult to get a man to understand something when his salary depends on his not understanding it. Now, would I be write this up for now Sinclair? What's it time for talk? In as much as with the Kaya, a lot of people and they back, where they feel say we're not for talk this talk, we're there against the first lady, simply because not because they don't understand the issue, but because their salary or the survival one, they hang on the other side, they make like from fool, not to say no understand, but like say no understand, or let no more able to get you. So let people and just get now. We're not going to read at all. The most important part now we don't give now. So if you get a screenshot, you want to do that, screener and pay attention. And this is related to politics also. You want to know the different politicians then. Even though in the series they go up to 1,200,000, 1,500,000, and they still they defend and say, the country progressed. So now this someone, now the salary depend. Anyway, now we just shift on the doc. First thing first, you don't follow women's and girls issue for a lot of time. And before 2018, we know how women groups can be, scatter around many people, groups where they advocate. But what has gone wrong in terms of your own research? Where it seems as if those particular space don't reduce.
Well, thank you. That's a very good question. And I believe with people that inside the country, they know that the answer to this question. It's like say you get fish tank, right? You get this fish tank here, you get a small fish them, where you the men inside that fish tank there. Then one day you go bring shark, you put her inside that fish tank there. You feel say the small fish that way been get there, we don't do there for years, they will survive. So now that happened to the women's groups then. Na Sierra Leone. When Mother Bio become president, in wife, now can take over. In wife, now can be instead the brag say in are the only voice for women and girls, which is a big lie because before it become first lady, it not to be voice for girl picking, it not be even they go the only time where they go salon for go visit boyfriend and they can go back. So all of a sudden now can be the voice, the only voice, not only the voice, but the only voice. And this can happen, say now the marketing, the the lobbying, the international donors them where they give money, where they give resources to their organizations, then they for take care of women and girls, then business, then as Sierra Leone. They all come now natural now, all thing they go. So if you in a small organization, you not get funding, and you be done they do some work that way important, but now this person they claim say now in they do them work there, you go sit down and look and let you see if they do it. So now that don't happen, now that don't make the organizations they don't silent, either by force or by choice, because this person here come it drown them. It drown them in voice, because now when they hold the mic. It drown them in the resources, because 90 resources they all they go to. I remember one time where they say then donate I don't know how many million equipment to I don't know if not to the pediatric hospital, not 34, not to run and deliver. Who side the equipment and they go, who side they not go. And we get a situation at Salon where the president in wife he handed into all them here, but at the same time they say in not to government officials, so they're not for audit time, they're not for not accountable. So it then at the perfect situation right now. It then at the perfect situation where since the Auditor General where been the expose them small to we from where they fire them. Now all the doors they don't close, all the windows they don't close. Now we know they see outside the money where they come to themselves. Now we'll be they see small, we know they see again. So now this don't happen. So the organizations them now themselves, even though then they try for do what then they do, but then voiceless, because they're not able for pay lobbyists them the way her mother be and wife they able for pay lobbyists them for go lobby for her, for let him get the stage, let him get the the resources. But organizations then they will still they try, like Rainbow. Then really they still they try for do what they're able for do with the little way they get.
But some people then go look at and say, well, the first lady, instead a woman, and there's the need for self champion because of the young girls and women in the country.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But now the monopoly where it gets on the resources, the way how it come at the same time, it gets access to government funding too. So the other organizations, they don't get access to government funding, except maybe social welfare. But social welfare self, where you ask them why they know they do this, they know they do that, they say they don't get funding. So how will they see first lady or so-called first lady in they get funding from consolidated, from bank, from the central bank, from consolidated funds, all of that, it get access to that. So if first lady will come to the country, it really just want for do in your part for girls them and women them. It can not go there into all them things they are so where this woman handed to him. This it can purposely for just can clean out Sierra Leone, for can thief. And then they don't do perfectly for it can for two things there, because the fame way they look for now Nollywood, it not get that Nollywood. So now for make it get fame and money, and you don't get it, don't become probably billionaire, who knows. Now where they go left power, and at that time they will go know the extent of the damage where mother BOA and wife don't do to Sierra Leone.
All right. I think what we go do, let me just refresh people in mind, because sometimes so much they go on our social media that certain things we don't forget them. we want to remind you, like when they talk about issue about corruption relating to the first lady about the money I wouldn't get. I mean, there was a publication. In fact, said a lot of them where the Africanist press be they put where be so damning out there where people and them tend to forget. But the truth of the matter is, without accountability, everybody getting your own assumption. You know, that's make, if you know, say you not get nothing for hide, no, I mean, you don't need for afraid for let them can audit you. But anyway, not just remind people and quickly when they come back. All right. I don't think say they play it.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, the sound that they come out. Okay, let's play this one.
Now, the 28th of May marks Menstrual Hygiene Day. Each day, an estimated 300 million people, women rather, and girls menstruate around the world. Being able to access sanitary products, safe and hygienic spaces in which to use them, and the right to manage their periods without shame is essential. However, many people across the globe, it's not a reality for them. It's estimated that 1 in 10 girls in Africa will miss school when they have their periods. Missing days in school can lead girls to drop out altogether. As of 2020, 36 countries around the world apply a reduced tax rate or tax exemption to menstrual products, including Rwanda, Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya, and South Africa. South Africa and Kenya are even providing free period products in schools and public institutions. But before the COVID-19 pandemic started, more than 500 million women and girls worldwide did not have what they needed to manage their menstruation. So the number is likely to be higher. A variety of events are taking place to mark the day. In Sierra Leone, First Lady Fatima Mada Bio is holding an event, and she joins me now from the capital, Freetown. Thank you for joining us here on Focus on Africa, Mrs. Mada Bio. You're holding an event today to raise awareness for menstrual hygiene. How important is a day like this?
Well, it's very important because as far as I'm concerned, in Africa, this is a taboo subject. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. And for us to be able to deal with a situation as sensitive and as important as this, we need to have somebody with a voice that will actually break that silence. The silence of menstruation is very deafening in Africa. They don't, nobody wants to talk about menstruation. And this is something that women go through. And we need to have a solution towards the problem. It's not a problem for us, but people see it as a problem. It's a woman's problem, and I think menstruation should be everyone's problem.
Oh, of course, and unfortunately for many issues that women face, men also have a hand in trying to resolve these issues. What are you teaching young boys, young men in Sierra Leone today?
Well, the important thing is getting the boys to understand that when girls see their menstruation, it's not for them to provoke or mock them or make them feel inferior among them. So our focus here is engaging the boys and making sure boys respect women and girls, and boys also understand that women seeing their menstruation or girls seeing their menstruation is not a crime. They need to support them. And most of the boys, basically, the fact is no one has engaged them before, so nobody has told them the importance of this menstrual hygiene and why girls are seeing their menstruation. Now that we're taking the conversation to the young boys and we're engaging them and make them sense that it's for them to be more support mechanism for girls and so that they can give girls the supports that they needed and they can be there as brothers, as friends for the girls, especially girls going to school.
If I may just jump in here, Madam First Lady, you also run the Hands Off Our Girls campaign and have launched an initiative to provide free sanitary towels to young girls in school. Will this be all the girls around the country or just those in public schools, as is the case in some other African countries?
Well, at the moment, it's more for government schools and government-assisted schools because, my focus is really how do we keep these girls in schools. More like you said, 1 out of 10 girls will drop out of school every month just because of menstruation. And if you calculate that in a year, girls are being deprived from school for something that is not their making. This is who they are, and that they have to respect themselves as a woman, that menstruation is part of their lives.
Absolutely.
So,
Madam First Lady, I'm really sorry to cut you short. I want to just ask you this question. What's your husband's thought, the president's thought on all this? Because, you know, you're probably the closest person to him, and you should be able to influence him to pass, to initiate such a thing.
I mean, the sanitary pads that were given to the girls this 2020, 2021 actually is money that we fundraise from people. Today, during the commemoration, His Excellency the President has announced that next year the government are going to be the one funding the sanitary pads that we're using to give out to girls for free. So
that means a lot of progress has been made. He's in
support of it, and he understands the problem.
It means progress has been made. Fatima Madabio, First Lady of Sierra.
So the Sawo behind Folona gets now for say this money now from the consolidated fund they put out, just like what you mentioned. But tell me about what's in your investigation, what you do when it comes to the women's women's groups, how they struggle in terms of money. Now the First Lady, they get money from the consolidated fund, but the other day you mentioned something like we're not there for tax for know how actually they get. What's in your findings?
Well, when you look at the other organizations, then get programs ongoing, right? This woman, this Mrs. Bio, we not see anything on the ground. The fact say it get access to the international media, you know, just because the wife of the president, number one, number two, because he able for pay the lobbyists the way they go for get her on them platform there, yeah. So if then be for call an organization like Rainbow when then they look, you know, now then get programs on the ground. So even when they ask and say, what are you teaching the boys? It's saying they engage the boys, but you not explain to we how Mrs. Bio don't engage the boys in Sierra Leone. Is it through a program, or it don't they go to boys schools them, or it don't they do programs that also boys then they can all around the country? We not sit down and we see them, they go around like political rally, they distribute sanitary pads them and then political rallies them. And then sanitary pads, then they not to buy them in either government money or donor money where people don't go to their organizations. The way actually they do the work on the ground. So you know when you then at this kind of position, yeah, and this na a position where with mango say transient position, which means this not a permanent position. You're not then also forever. So when you then in this kind of position, yeah, and you get access to government funding. Now for put system in place where that the system go there in place so that if when you on time done, maybe the next First Lady way go come, it go carry on with that system where you don't put in place. But this woman not put no system in place for help girls them. Okay, the sanitary pads the way been they give to them girls then trade. All of a sudden, it don't stop. You know they give sanitary pads again. Because it's saying it might not they run anymore, so you know they campaign anymore. And now when they give sanitary pads, and then when they are the sanitary pads the way they give, now disposable sanitary pads, you know, where they go end up in the landfill, even for bring more environmental problems in the country. So now when they give them sanitary pads there, the girls that way they give sanitary pads to, are they in school? What did they do now? Who said then they get the sanitary pad? Because you don't go say because then they get all them problems there, then they drop out of school because they not get sanitary pad. Now you know they give them. So are they dropping out of school now because you're not distributing sanitary pads? So we not get reporters them, we go engage them, we go ask them then critical questions then they. So if they go when Mrs. Bio they talk, it just they talk no, nobody know they question them. So even this person has a way interview him, it a question and you go, it's almost as if now something where they rehearse, now something where they agree say, now so question you would give me because now this I get answer for. But even at that, you're not able to answer the question to the point who will go understand what are you teaching the boys? He said you don't engage the boys. How are you engaging the boys? That should have been the follow-up question. How are you engaging the boys? I don't know, Mr. Komon-Tok. You don't ever see Mrs. Biode engage boys them on period issues.
Well, except perhaps when they can go to their school where then they do maybe general devotion.
Now rally, that's a political rally. You mean the political rally? Who say
no, the beginning they go to their school say, well, maybe then they use then and day. Yeah, we're very close to campaign 10 and day. They use talk to the boys, we they see actually. But
yeah, but for at that level, now system if I don't put in place, maybe the boys' schools then for don't get some kind of program going at their schools. Yeah. Maybe all the public school, all the government schools then for don't get some kind of program where then they run, where then at the hands of the principals, where then at the hands of the school officials for let them the runner. Not to you when you're not stranger, you go left just now. So when you left, now we know they get sanitary pad. Nobody know they get sanitary pad, or nobody know they go school.
If I can jump in here, a very important you mentioned, because one of the arguments of them put that the sanitary pad for school for keep school picking there, and that's in project management. There is a term where a lot of people underrate sustainability. Each project we undertake, you get for thoroughly understand. In fact, now many donors there. That's not the one key area they watch for approval projects, sustainability. Just wait talk sooner. Then beginner and you don't stop now because we're not able now. So why force even spend the money then they? So the project be make any the impact make no impact. It just that until it can for benefit certain people. But one key to our asks, what does this mean when it comes to women and girls issue? How this will be impacted?
So they discourage, first of all, other organizations that we're concerned about women them. They discourage them because this person here, they seize the platform. So even for this sanitary pad problem, they use the statistics of, their international organization like UNESCO for make the case so that it will able to get the funding. So that case they for done day for all the other organizations. There are organizations that are doing these things. They're not loud about it. They're not they talk about na stage because they're not they give them the stage first of all. So it's like it kill the morale of the other organizations. The one the way they actually do the work. Because then they see say the one way not they do the work, now they get the fame, now they get the money. So why bother? So this now that don't dirty the water, the women's organization water na the country. But the women's organization, the organizations that were concerned about women and girls, then they some then they survive, on the small donor funds the way they reach them, So now we know they see and so much engaged in sanitary pad and even the teenage pregnancy and all the other things the way they talk say now in the fight and now in the fight them now the country. We not get no system. If somebody then rape somebody in Peking or somebody in Peking girl Peking, they don't get belly. There's no system in place. Hands off our girls not put any system in place where we say now this besides the usual where you forgo reports na police, where you forgo reports na FSU, and down there it entail a whole lot of things that where some people they're not able to go through because when you go report na FSU, if the person where the perpetrator it go there, it go pay, whether they go pay the highest money. Now they get case. So and the people that if na village, 70% of the people then in a village now they all then here they happen. Then rape, then teenage pregnancy, all they happen at the rural areas. So they get for Kana city, for can go FSU, even though they get satellites waiting and call police them, but they still get for go like the one that level say Bo district. They still get for go na Bo for go report na the FSU. So that traveling, they back and forth. Some people then not get chop set for it. So they don't travel 2-3 times. They don't come. They know they see this case here, they go anywhere. They know they come again. So this don't make now reporting, no, the organizations, they know, you know, they know they go look for the one they win a victims. Now victim supposed for come to them. So victim not they come because this woman say don't take care of everything. So Usa you go for make you go report your case. They not put any system in place. Them is supposed for put people that inside communities them when then go guide the victims them to, you know, the resources. But that one they not they in place. So I mean, for can't say no more, can make boku noise, got hands off our girls, wear t-shirts. You they see some big man there, even like wait, come on, yeah, man, don't go waste the country money for can America, for can see farming equipment, or for can do this, or can do that, and in you know, with all them political what's in them come. You they see some big full man and they go wear t-shirts with them picture on them. Like na possible way they don't put so many systems in place for help girls and women them. Now this me one see the one the way they say things about Mrs. Bio, either because we hate them or we not APC or we the jealous. I really want make them show we the systems the way you don't put in place with all the loud noise the way you don't make over the years. Waiting at the system where you don't put in place. Where tomorrow, where a man get for left office, where it will be a system where it will continue. Like just like Mr. Komon-Tok, where you say sustainability. Now which kind of sustainable programs or system where it don't put in place? Where go help, where go continue for help the people, then the girls then and women then that. I want, you know, when they show me the systems and the programs that when Mrs. Bio don't put in place, when are sustainable systems and sustainable issues, I'm not going to talk about it again. I promise you, Mr. Komon-Tok, I'm not going to talk about this issue again. But right. they just tell you, say, no more, you jealous, you know, you hate them. For waiting. Why I go hate them? You know, get anything where I want. The only thing I want people to me people, then that I hate. Now that I don't like. So, you know,
there is a video where they circulating on social media. I'm sure say a lot of people that don't see them. But let me just drop out when 2 minutes 36 seconds and you help we follow we understand.
Family and una wanna they give picking for men a bake. So I want for una stop this. When I see this small girl, the person way a day two for men. Now Igia so then close the boku close the bako. It beats them before ever it can book. The picking is saying what's your name? It's a name Adama. Who's I come? Who's village you come? We can answer. It's an Dalu in come. Now listen to family. What's name my name? Kima? Okay, wait, Papa. It's saying Papa don't die. When Mama they are like no so. It's saying a Dalu in come. In my man in a village. The post way cancel for coming. What's your name? Nasu. Ege picking. Ege picking. You see people that pick where they give for come many. They don't turn as slave. You see, before ever they come book, they don't beat them. Better one, you see.
This is now old mark, so
they don't beat them. Better one. Sim back. And I sim back from Muremo.
Old mark then, they where they
old mark then everything they did. Nasi, I'm small picking. You age. Now 9 years old. 19 I'm so 9 years old. They give boku things for camp book. The possibility to for camp for men. Pabude unasiam Nasiam. Nasiam 9 years old picking. You know they go school, but in young picking they no born. They attend school every day. This one I don't turn as slave. Now the host. If you tell us something, if you don't do them right now, we can book so you say no get it so. They don't lay on top. They don't beat a better one. From what they wanna say. Now they give picky for come men. Now they forget about the beginning.
Yeah, don't give me sister, don't give me border. They
wanna give picky for come men. Now prison, not so prison no more. We give pussy for men of prison. You go to check on her every day. Go to check on her every day. You see because they beat a better one. They not get eat no nothing. They can book out aside. See the things I boku. See our government. Can you imagine? So I don't know what for say on this. Anyway, me when they talk, me na V-man. and Hawakaro in cultural hero this from Small Bo Blama near Dalu. Okay, so anybody want for contact this particular PKR, and the phone number is 074 580931 or 075 909804. Yeah, so wanna contact this particular person when they get some. Okay.
Yeah, Doc, you don't get this shocking. And your book where you write when Balgal, there is a page there where na page 67 exactly they talk about men picking, and you relate on to more or less to human trafficking here. Please help let people understand that, because people enable get this concept, the connection between men picking and the human trafficking or child trafficking, specifically the girl child.
Give me that page number again.
The page now 67.
Oh, yeah, 67.
Yeah.
Okay. But before page 67, on page 58, I get familial exploitation, which means people then they exploit the family relationship. Okay. Okay, so Mr. Komon-Tok, you don't get married, you get new Yahoo. You go see one of you uncle then excuse me. One of your uncle then at the village go bring a 9-year-old to you. This your new wife here where you don't get. Let him mend this picking. And now you're picking this now. Now get her. This not human being, this not a sheep, this not a goat. You they take him, you give to somebody say na in get him. It's wrong. So this familial exploitation, now people then they take now, and now that people they not understand, they go say, oh, it to in fambo, it to in uncle, it to in daddy, in so. But in reality, this not trafficking. This not trafficking, because when you don't give that picking, like look like this picking, I say come on Daru not to way out there Kailan. It don't go in mama don't give him to this person here say let him mena. So now which kind good upbringing where they instill in this pikia? You know they instill anything good in them. It a trainer for be slave and a slave for them. So it a trainer for be slave. So page 67 now they are discussed the men picking. The men picking issue. So the men picking na picking where they don't traffic, where then they exploit in labor. You go see men picking like look the load, look at the load, and then if you're not done for wash them clothes, then they in time you forget a lot of beating. So I don't see how that is different from slavery. This is not slavery. So the men picking, you know, is supposed for day to somebody where in mommy and daddy don't get to say, men this picking means say mind her, take care of her. But instead, then they turn into slave. So men picking now a source for trafficking. So men picking and they see where picking come out, if them put on school safe, when come out school, it kind of host, it not get time for study because it get for cook, it get for brook. If the woman way they to or the family way they to them get picking them, small picking them, now you get for wash them, now you get for take care of them. By the time they do all of that, instead it don't too tired, you know where we hold book again. If you hold book safe now, it is not sleep, it is sleep. So now that make men picking a slave. So we for stuff for call them men picking, for they call them slave picking. Okay. Any picking where you give for men, let you know say a slave and a picking of traffic victim. So this why I not hidden as Sierra Leone. So I don't understand how we go get a country where picking the like as you still on the book cover, you know, how picking and the whole marketing at the head all day long. Una know they see them say na traffic picking them. Una know they see them say na slave picking them. And when I say when they look after picking them, when they protect picking them, when they take care of picking the issues that are the country. So all this now gimmick. Because this not so hidden. Una not get for go look for them as you then una self they buy orange for them from them picking there. Una they buy cola from them picking there. Then picking there, any picking where you they buy cola from you, they buy the things that where the picking they sell. Now you una they help for let the picking stay in slavery. Because the more where that picking they sell, now the more the person where they enslave them, they give more things they for go sell.
But again, the way talk, if if he sell, now other punishments for him back.
Now that's yeah. So who side where now we get two ministry, right? Then get Ministry of Social Welfare and then get Ministry of Women and Gender. For women and gender, I think say that matter because it won't give them in God mommy them from England, it won't give the job. It splits the ministry. So now we get two ministries. Then where they say then they for women there and picking them. What thing then they do about them and picking there? What thing social welfare they do about them and picking there? What thing hands off our girls they do about them and picking there? Because now then they get the resources. Now then they get the money. Then we'll go talk about an international stage. For say we get this problem, and once they go talk about an international stage, then they don't open the way for let them get the resources there, for let them get the money where they go towards child trafficking. When they get the money now, they don't do anything about them. You know, so it looks like saying now we in the society now we get for find a way for stop this and slavery. You know, because the slavery in America, if not to the slave themselves been wake up and say this kind of life here is not good for we. Like say today, black people then are slave in this country. But una way something they una picking una girl picking and not they get education. Even now, even the boy picking themselves, because now not to the girl picking and no more they affect. You they see like one of the picking by the book cover and a boy, you know. So the boys themselves they are being affected. So you don't give you picking for men. You picking they make money for that person where you give them for men. You sit down and like you know able buy food for the other picking the way you get. I mean, what's so this not exploitation, not to the picking no more they exploit. Now you self now you they exploit. So it go better like you picking there with you. If na Gary una they eat every day, una eat Gary every day. But for give you picking to somebody where they go enslave them, it's very, very wrong. And laws and then at the country where they protect the beginning. But now that they enforce their laws there, nobody, the government not care. And what think is interesting, Mr. Komon-Tok, when they be there, and they say, Mr. Government doesn't give a damn. Mr. Government don't give a damn about you now. In your picking and then they abroad. Then they do very well. Then they private school. Then they eat well. Then they eat, you know, any kind of food where they want. They know they put marketing at the head for sale. You they go cry to Papa government. Not to Papa government, they get for do this. So now we the people then now we get for stop this nonsense.
I think you mentioned that the area of government then failure for protect and if you get time for analyze what we actually with regards to the international treaty instrument the Palermo Protocol and how you will link on to the human traffic laws in the country. Where in the book, when I check on page 78, 79, you try for categorize and explain that there is, I mean, you know, much effort not the way government don't do in terms of failure to prevent, failure for prosecute, and even failure for protect. Let people understand how this connected with the Palermo Protocol.
Yeah, the Palermo Protocol, now the one where the UN enacts for protect trafficking people that against trafficking. So when the UN put a international law in place, when a convention, the countries then they ask them say they for domesticate then laws there. So the trafficking laws that we will get now then countries like Sierra Leone. Then based on this Palermo Protocol, and this Palermo Protocol gets the it gets in the outline waiting the government for do wait when I don't enact them laws that the law when I don't domesticate the law in the country. If for the law for help for prevent trafficking, first of all, the law for help for protect victims them, which means if we don't find out, say, when people picking them or people that when trafficking victims them, Una forget programs in place where they help them people then they not only for rescue them, but for bring them back na the community, for give them what they need. And then you also get the other part when for prosecute. But we not ever agree about anybody where they don't prosecute for human trafficking or child trafficking. The child trafficking are rampant because the statistics they show say women there and picking there and then plenty for trafficking. Now then na the one where they traffic more. So country like Sierra Leone, picking and they way they know for saying a traffic picking them. How then they protect them? We not get anything in place for protect them picking and they just like men picking as I don't say. We not get anything where they prevent, you know. And if you want today, you want to go take picking car and go now other country, you go pass freely. All you get for doing for bribe. The one that we don't do one, would they prosecute them? The not to UN go can we own country go can prosecute them all. Not to other country in the region go can. Now we don't domesticate this Palermo protocol now your country. Now when I get for use that law, they implement that law they for prosecute the one the way they do it. But when they do something, you don't get any repercussions, you don't get any you don't get punishment for them, you go continue for doing. So we just get government and people then way connected to government, they talk, say then they do so for girls them and picking them, but we not see anything on the ground. And the non-profit organizations them where they try for do something, then they don't staff them, they don't get resources. So
right,
the catch 22 now where at the end of the day, now the victims then they suffer more, the picking then they suffer. So if you when I get new baby, mommy and daddy they na host where the baby don't swell in pampers, the mommy say, hey, they take care of them. They make big noise. I mean they take care of this pikin and I mean they do what I mean they change in pampers. But when the pikin in pampers don't swell, you know they do it. Now the noise no more they make. The pastor say, well, now you then they praise for saying now you they do all thing for this pikin are doing. The pikin now go they don't they take the smell kill the pikin because mommy know they touch her and noise no more. This Mrs. Bio will get. They make all that noise they say, they protect we picking them, they give them this, they do that. But let them show me what it don't put in place for protect picking them from trafficking, for protect picking them from pregnancy, early pregnancy, for protect picking them from sexual violence. Every day with the area, Mr. Komon-Tok. I know, but if you not get connection as I know, every day with the area about rape. You not get nothing to do with that anymore. As we see,
there's one thing where government don't do them, Bentia. They set up a fund for looking to victim of human trafficking. I don't know if you are aware, but you want to let people, you want people to understand and how you relate if actually at Twege will produce any results or maybe not just another. The same old white elephant project.
Which one?
That fund, the trafficking, I think you put on separate book where you mentioned that there is now a fund for human trafficking, victims for human trafficking.
Yeah, the fund the IOM,
No, totally. Sierra Leone government they set up because the first lady says them be they wouldn't launch.
Right. So they get them funding from IOM and other, UN organizations then. So the funding but what thing they don't do, we not see nothing. Now where they get that launch, then a master of launching. Where they don't launch, make spend money, invite people, then can launch. After that launch, then now they see nothing again. We not they hear anything. And what we been get auditor general, maybe we go able for find out how then they spend their money there, whose kind of programs then they get through the audit reports. But now we not they see that one day. They don't close all the windows there. So now we just the everybody launching no more, launching. We not they see nothing. So there's nothing really to report. Nothing nothing they come out of, then here. If then once let we believe say the money that way they don't get, they don't spend them on waiting they say then go spend them, therefore they give a reports, therefore they make the reports them public, therefore they make the reports them, available to we. Where would they look for them? But they, because something where they exist, go available to anybody. So now now the problem then the program that they launch them, but it's like when they don't launch them now, they go no side. Beside they launch and they die dead on arrival. So first, if they're ready for make money again, they want go make money some side, then they go do something, some kind of program where go fit what in they want for go look for. Then they will go now, go use, that event day. So this is not a tragedy, really, not a tragedy, because the international so-called international partners then they entrust the government, and then they entrust waiting, for say, okay, when I don't put this law in place, which means when I get for implementing, which means when I get for do waiting this lawyer say when I for do for the people then. Unfortunately, not to say they work,
So what do you feel say go be the way forward with regards to this situation now, where a lot of women groups and don't go silence? We there on the ground actually. We report our own salon. We get for the help on act some of them here. Some of those recording could be secret, or perhaps if somebody no one put in face. And but again, we just want to know as with regards to the current situation of those groups.
You mean how they go move forward?
Yeah, what's not the way forward? What's not the way forward now for we as citizens, the organizations, and because there should be a way forward, and there should be a breakthrough with all these probably stagnated scenarios where they get say we know they read them. What thing you feel say will be the solution to this?
Well, the solution are for make them get the funding where they need, because then you're not going for that without funding. So make this woman stuff for kapu the funds, make them able to get the funding. If the funding they can through the government, then let the government go to release some of the funds to the organizations there, so that they go scale them programs the way they get, because organization like Rainbow now they're responsible for the sexual violence, for make them go provide the medical, because without the medical go file case. So if they're not there everywhere, if they're not in every district, it will be very difficult for let them do their work properly. So at this point, I believe say then they I don't know two or three places. I know say then they go, and I think say then they McKinney. I don't know where else they are, but no more than 3 places. We get how many districts in Sierra Leone? Let we just take the conservative one, when at 12 districts they will get Sierra Leone. If they get that kind of organization they in every district, now that will be the way forward. Any organization where they look after girls, especially this rape and teenage pregnancy issue, yeah, if for them at every district, because you know we expect people that way affected for the travel go all the way now other side for the for pursue waiting the need for pursue. It's not possible. People then go prefer for buy food than for put up for transportation for something where at the end of the day they not get any trust in them, they not get any faith in the system. So if I make them scale, then few organizations and the way they function, like Rainbow, and the other one the way they call Commit and Act, because where they don't traumatize girl picking, where picking don't traumatize through rape, or early pregnancy, it need that psychosocial therapy. Now only one organization we know say now then they do that, and then self not there now every district. I think say one day na Bo, I don't know then self day na 1 or 2 districts it done. So how do they expect people that from remote places then, for make them benefit from them programs there? If the organizations they not get funding for let them expand, for let them scale up, you know, people, the people then the affected people, they're not going to benefit from it. So now that get for happen if, you know, then go, if governments if social welfare, they partner with them, you know, then go able for help, they let it expand throughout the country, because social welfare, they do that.
We see this video, they circulate on social media. Not just put this one with the camera.
Yeah, we will see this main video and then it come to me head because I really want to give back to society. But how I will able to give back to society when I get a health challenge?
Good morning, Sierra Leone, wherever you may be, or they watch this video. Mina Alima Tukuruma, Mina a media practitioner, and Adena Makini. Mina somebody who suffer from hip dislocation, we are not born with this condition, but for the past 15 years, I don't struggle with this condition here, so we may hip shift to come out now the position. Well, according to the medical report from a doctor, it don't required for make an urgent hip replacement to be done, and the hip replacement no go and commence na salon, and she pass all the way for go do in Indian. But the money for go do this hip replacement is so much huge. Even though I don't get a partial funding from an organization where they partially decide for fund me, but myself gets my own amount with myself for contribute so that the surgery go be done within the required time, and it will be done successful one. With $5,800 in a million contribution with plus the other fund where the organization fund me. This particular condition there so don't really affect me that I'm not able for worker find again, and at the same time I feel so much pain. Where the worker they feel pain, even if I sit down for long, not even dry. Pass I go for take some time at Tinak before I go for take step. This time they go on with me, it really done so much the pain me. Now me and God know the pain we are the feel. Why they waka, why they claim step, and why they do so many other activities then. And as me get passion for serve humanity, but this condition don't really limit me movement for me cannot able for serve humanity as a media person. So I want to make the public, the government of Sierra Leone through the Ministry of Health, and as well organizations, then philanthropists, people in the diaspora, all who will listen or watch this video for make them go able help me financially raise up the money we required. I go able for go do my surgery so that I go able for get back on toes, and I go come and continue for do my work way now for serve humanity. Now big at the big, all who will listen or watch this video, I really want for me gonna come to me aid and help me not able for solicit the fund we required and make I go do my surgery, because the people who fund me then give me a time bound where within that time frame then a 3 months period if I'm not able for raise up my money, then can reverse back the fund. And according to my medical reports, the doctor said the operation for the commence within the period of 3 months. If the operation no commence within that period, I'm not able to work. I'm not able to work again. Not really want for find myself in that situation there, because I really want for serve humanity. I really want for go and be strong and begin for doing work. Dear, I'm big at the
Right, very emotional, and anyway, over to you. You don't see this sort of not all the time this now where perhaps women and girls advocacy go back also will learn support with issues like this.
Yeah, so you would expect, say, there is a way, there's a system in place for, say, where this kind of sad thing that they happen to a girl, a woman, it will get usai it go. So that organization, they need for help her, enough for be the one way it try for raise funds for itself. So if you get organization backing, it will able to raise the funds faster. You know, especially if na credible organization, let we say 50-50. But I guess also because this thing here, they happen so much to so many people, where, you know, people then just feel say no more, you know, if we do it today, then tomorrow again, this other person yourself will come, you know, for say we do it for them. But if na system where it is in place, then, you know, it will be something where some, you know, anytime a woman they face this kind of problem, it will be easy for make, you know, able to get help. I mean, with all the travel where Mr. and Mrs. Bio they travel, but they're not going to even make this PKR so enter the chartered plane, make them drop her off, you get in surgery, then with the next time they guy get and take a car and go. There are solutions. You know, the money they government get money. Ministry of Health now will tell me, say, this kind of person here, so young woman with so much potential, with a whole life ahead of her. For say Ministry of Health now will step in. There's nothing, no system in place for the Ministry of Health will step in and help her for make it get the medical attention we need. You know? So it's sad. It's really sad. I mean, you got Ministry of Social Welfare, Ministry of Health, so many other ministries that we're going for help. But the ministry themselves, they cry, say they don't get money. They say alternate, they cry, say they don't get money. But would they see how then they fly around, just like how the president here and wife they fly around. They say they fly around. Who's that? Then they pull that money there. Then they talk, say then travel there now for make them go get help. But why make we not see the reflection of the help on the people? This girl not for suffer this kind. I mean, look at her, beautiful, you know, intelligent woman. Look how they suffer. So there's no need for this kind of suffering. There should already be something in place where we you know, whether they go cry to, whether organization they go stand up for them, you know. So, but we not get that. We not get that. So I don't know get. You muted, Mr. Komon-Tok.
All right, so we don't come to the end of the program. We don't clock the 1 hour. We can look at text them. Perhaps we go open the line. We don't take short break if you just join me on the program. Today we look at issues of women and girls, and we also look at the organization where they're inactive and the allegations so they make say the first lady don't monopolize, don't close doors on many of them, because now we need a hidden and vibrancy where we use for nobots during the 2016, 17, but after 2018, most of them they just go undergone or they're silenced. So that was that one of the issues we look at. We also touch about child trafficking and men picking, and for Dr. Babi in book when blah girls, and we go come for reading our text and open the line. We come just now. We'll just take short break. We're coming.
If you want to subscribe to the TPP Lyon YouTube page on your phone, click and open the YouTube app. Now the search box, just type Komon-Tok and click enter. When the page display, look at the top middle and click the subscribe button. Subscribe. And not tap the click the bell close to the subscribe button and select all. As you don't subscribe, so anytime we go live, you go be among the first people them where they get notification.
All right, so be among the first people who they get notification. Anyway, now we start from this one. Khadija, Yani, they say solutions can include us raising funds for local and active organizations like Rainbow to continue their efforts in all communities. Okay, good one. And this one they come up from Musu Bangura, where they say, I hope with this video going around, she will not punish. She will not punish this innocent girl. And my music, as they say, you are right, but it also depends on who you give your child to be raised. My dad raised a lot of family members' kids, but he treated all the same. Also, a lot of Creoles will raise country kids. Yeah. And this one, they come from Bintu Kali. They say, this video as we surface, I've seen it long time ago. Very sad how a 9-year-old does all the house chores. She's not going to school. A lot of cloth for laundry at the riverside of the town. And this one, they come from Babatunde Tijano. They say, for sure, all the questions are pre-arranged, so the answers will be sweet and appropriate. And this one come from Conotry. He said, we don't care what the First Lady say or does. She's not elected. No one ever votes for First Lady. If you have issue with her, take it to Parliament. We give too much attention to unelected people. And this one, they come out from Zanabsi, where they say teenage pregnancy, Boku, drop out in school, Boku, it just they collect the money and keep. This one, they come up from Mami Tigi. One could see that the SLPP women have so much inferior complex that we are just worshipping this power conscious woman. It just tells how backward and primitive they are. So sorrowful. And Fatima, for now, congratulations to you and your team. God bless. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. And Ahmed Kamara, welcome everyone to the Orb of True Conversation, a conversation to us all. And thanks to our brother Komon-Tok. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate. Yeah, Kevin Sisse, as always, thank you, KK. And we also get Sierra Leone is now the capital of drugs, prostitution, gambling in West Africa. They come up from Alusa and Caesar. And okay, well, I'll pause this one for slaggy time for let you respond to the messages that we don't coincide. Hopefully, unfortunately, we're not going to connect the line as we get small issue. We will just tap on the messages them. Go ahead, you get the mic. You get me? You get me? You mute.
Sorry, yes. I didn't get you. Yes. Well,
okay, all right.
You always just say for the raise funds for the active organizations. Then, it's true. It's true, but we get a problem with organizing ourselves in the diaspora because now they no more will be able to do that. So if we able come together, we get one word as Sierra Leoneans then for say, okay, now this issue we care about. We care about young women. For example, we care about young women the way they face catastrophic illness. Okay, so if we report a young woman where they face catastrophic illness, as I said earlier, if organization the way they help that young lady, yes, we at the diaspora we go join in for help that organization for raise the funds. For make them be able to achieve, what in the young lady needs. But it's not the problem. We not get, that kind of cohesiveness in the diaspora. But still, if we get the organization at the ground, we're ready for say that this issue now we care about, and every time that issue come out, then they take up the responsibility. They reach out to of course we now we responsibility for let we help for raise that funding. Somebody say it depends on whether you give picking to for men. Alex said the generation what they in now a very selfish generation. Right now, every one of the people that will get picking them for men. I don't know anybody will get picking for men where the men are, the men are like a slave. So that era they don't pass. If you daddy even take care of other people than picking them, we all with my men daddy them and take care of other people then picking their way, will not say not to them born them. But that era has ended. We are in a selfish era now. Anybody where you picking to a slave, you don't get. So we not for count on that. So somebody say we they pay too much attention to first lady in not to elected. When at that make we they pay attention to them because in not to elected official yet in hand they inside we say elected officials they hand for them. Now that make we they be enough until it stop. We go continue for talk about them. We not go stop for talk about them because in not to elected we not elect them. First lady position, not to elected office, not to government. But if you look at Facebook, what in Facebook say government official, and that now for justify the government funds the way it gets. So in that case, we cannot ignore her. We have to continue talking about what she's doing because we don't want the subsequent first ladies then come the template where they put in place. Then they continue with that. We don't want that. We want the next first lady no say. Not to this way I go. So people that way say well, they pay too much attention to her here. We need to pay attention to her because it causes a lot of damage to the whole system of how women then girl picking them, how their welfare. It causes a lot of damage for them. So now that's make we pay attention to them. Somebody say Sierra Leone are the capital of drugs, prostitution. I agree because people then they tell me, Mr. Steph don't see him inside corner, 2020. Let God help we. I see girl picking their way, I go say less than 9 years old. So anybody when a corner you come on, opera. If you don't go corner recently, you go there after let us say 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock na net. You they still girl picking and dress prostitution. Both self na the same thing. Then they report to me. It's a girl picking them 10 years, 11 years. So prostitution now, not for grown-up people there anymore. And not to before what would they read about prostitution, they tell them where would they grow up. You say, oh, that person they free and a prostitute. Whether a prostitute, not a prostitute, that's what them it is. But now they don't need for go free town. No. Then they do the prostitution now in the village, they all. So this now a very common thing now. It look like say the society self they accept. They accept them for say this is a means of survival. So, but if the grown up, somebody who don't mature, you don't pass 19, 20, they do as a means for support himself, that's not in your choice. But when you see underage picking, they into prostitution, you for no say that picking they they do it on own. That picking they na traffic picking, that picking they na victim. Not to picking where it just choose say you wake up one day say I want to be prostitute. No, now grown up now don't put her into rap. Now in beginner now sometimes can then picking the way they can rape. So sometimes the person way rape herself now they go put her into prostitution. So sadly that's the situation right now. Prostitution done rampant among underage picking them. Yeah. So Mr. Komon-Tok, I don't know if other question there. I think I don't.
All right, you've done more than well, and because we come late, so we will end the program. Except you get one or two things that we are add now. We really don't. We can't late.
I thank everybody and I appreciate the way they accommodate accommodate with lateness. Now the time difference, time don't change now England, time don't change now America. So salon in between. So the misunderstanding can happen. But I thank everybody, for them question, for them comments them, because it really adds to, what we don't discuss. And I want to let everybody keep in mind, say, men picking business. I really want to put a campaign against men picking business. Not give you picking for men. If you give you picking to somebody because that person get money for pay in school fees, keep you picking, let the person go, they support the picking with you. Now they eat Gary. But now for stop this, men picking business, for make them let them stop this enslavement. This not trafficking. We they call them men picking, but not trafficking. The proper name not trafficking, and the men picking as slave. So let we really, as people, as Sierra Leoneans, let we be conscious about this now. Let we keep this in mind. Anytime you see picking the seven streets, talk to them. let you find out a situation, let you know what in, what kind of condition it they in. Would that they send her for go sell? You go find out, say, now enslaved became. So I thank everybody. Let God, continue for giving wisdom and guidance for, what they try for do for the country.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, thank you for joining us. Family will tell us plenty thank you for our journey. We hopefully go car back tomorrow. Next week back, hopefully Dr. Fatima will join me with another segment. Until then, me and Mr. Komon-Tok. Bye-bye.
Just one platform for news every day in our countries alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shame.